Hey, it's your commish coming live to you from the final week, championship weekend of the Big Dick Bandits fantasy football season. We've come a long way, fellas. I hope you can tell from the sound of my voice that I have been feeling a bit under the weather, so that's why I did not record last night, because I was in a sweet NyQuil, dreamy state of sickness and coughing and gross. But I'm feeling much better today, ready to make my flight back to New York tomorrow morning and see you fuckers in the not too distant future. But until then, we got a couple scores to look up as the camera slowly slides yet again. I swear, I had this thing set up, I watched it for like a minute, and I was like, is this thing gonna tilt? Didn't want to do it earlier. Now, it's all it wants to do, but let's see if this will fucking fix it. Probably not. Anyway, so we got some scores to look at. The first one we'll talk about is the big 6-seed upset of Zach Zabella beating Jordan, who at one point in the season had probably head and shoulders the best team in the league. He was leading with the high record, had such a huge lead on the beginning of the season that's why he even earned a bye. Really kind of petered out at the end of the season, and you just look at it. I mean, Jordan scored 91 points. 42 of those points came from Odell Beckham Jr. That's almost half. If he had scored 4 more points, that would have been over half of Jordan's total point value. Peyton Manning scored 15. The rest of his team, single digits. It was a complete shit show. Jordan was amped when he saw the ODB get his 42 because he was like, that's it. If I can get 42 out of wide receiver, it's over. Nope, not so fast, my friend, in the words of Lee Corso. And we have Joe Flacco, Marshawn Lynch, and Joique Bell all putting in regular 15, 16, and 14 points, averaging 15 a pop. And then the Patriots defense putting in 20. That's really kind of what killed you, right? 20 points for Zach's defense. And Zach pulled out the squeaker, 105-91. Moves on to Big Dick Bowl 4, contesting a championship. And who knows? Maybe it's a magic year for Zach. Maybe the Packers will win the Super Bowl because they're looking pretty fucking awesome, except for against the Bills. But the Bills' defense is legit. Them's the truth. And now he's just one game away from winning the unnamed title. So it could be Zach's year. Everything coming up Zabella daisies. And then on the other side, we had me, A2Gio, your number 1 seed, best team all season, facing the Dirty Sanchez of Tom Gregg, who I'm sure you've heard him mention once or twice, is our back-to-back reigning champion. And I beat him 145-109. It was a pretty good game. I mean, you can't really complain either way. Both teams put up pretty solid numbers. The thing that really kind of ironically bit Tom in the end was that he had Mark Sanchez. And the guy put up tons of yards, but no touchdowns, couple interceptions. Really bad night for the Eagles. That's why I didn't want to rub it in, because it was just one of those things where, like, when your fantasy team loses because your real team loses, it's just a double-edged sword of awfulness. So my heart goes out to you. I've definitely done that before. But Mark Sanchez, Eagles defense, and Cody Parkey totaling up a whopping 21 points. It was not pretty. Cody Parkey, actually, the kicker, scored more than the defense and the quarterback combined. Me, on the other hand, had Jay Cutler put in 15 points, pretty awful, cut him. He's getting benched for Jimmy Clausen. I got lucky on that one. I just cut him on my own before you fuckers found out and just started nabbing all the good quarterbacks just to be dicks. Dez Bryant was kind of my white knight, though, had 35 points. Greg Olsen put up 21, no touchdowns, just 10 catches for 110 yards. I'm sure Tom's probably pissed off about that because I should probably have Witten or something like that, but whatever. It wouldn't have mattered. Even if I had Witten, I still would have beat him. So, there it is. So, as it is, I move on to my first ever Big Dick Bowl. Game away from the title. Playing against my buddy Z. It's the number 6 seed versus the number 1. That's high drama, my friends. And I'm always nervous because playing against Zach's luck is always like the dumbest thing you could ever do. He'd be like, Zach, I bet you lightning won't hit me today. I'm like, oh, I bet you it does. And I'll walk out the fucking door and get struck not once but twice because that's just the way the world works for Zach. So, like I said, I'm not really counting any chickens on this one. I expect it to be close. I think I'm a 16-point favorite going into this. I wish I could just fast forward and know because I don't want to think about it all weekend. I'm not going to predict myself to win. I think Zach's probably going to win by like 2 or 3, just because why not? And then he can name the new trophy, the like booby tassels breast milk cup of dumb bullshit that flows out of my mouth championship. I don't know. So there it is. Let's enjoy it. Everybody sit back, watch me and Zach slug it out, and crown a new champion, because Tom's not going to be it this year. So we got a new one. How about that? Alright. I don't know. I'll see you. Go me, please. Go Zach, too. But more go me, a little bit more. Like a point more? Maybe?